And the coins are ready to get some magnets on. I believe this is spring. And usually I do 2 small ones because you never use those small ones. But I'm almost out of the small ones. This should be in the center then. Messing up already. Luckily, this is the back side. Also running out of glue. Soldier of Water. Final year. Can't remember, but I like it. Some glue on my sheet. Need to keep that in mind. This was Ohio. It's absolutely not Ohio's color, but I really like the brown and gold combination. Ren's second coin, because I was an idiot. Soldier of Fire, Phoenix. Don't worry, I have plenty of glue. I tend to buy in bulk just in case they no longer sell it, because that's what usually happens with things I like. Conway, if I recall well. Final year. Pink Soldier of Ice. Not very sure. Soldier of the Spirit. And that were all the coins. Sis, of course. I don't think I can fit one on here. Just his head, and that would be too big. Then he's getting 2 small ones. And this is drying a couple of days. Sutta finally done. One large coin magnet. And then we have Tama. I think I'm going to do 2 small ones as well. Or medium actually, because the small ones are tiny. Don't I ever get mistaken which side the magnets need to be on? Yes, that has happened at least once. Magnet down. Checking. Yep, this is the side it needs to be. And then we have Rai Rai. Jet drying does take a while in this cold. Miss Bunny, winter edition, not summer. Don't think it's actually already planned, but hey, who knows? And then the final one, need to make some space on my drying sheet. That can have one big one. Gios. There we go. Currently 3 people watching. I'm getting popular. Next thing you know, people are going to like, subscribe or something like that. Nah. Really like Gios' design. But anyway, this is drying now. The other coins that are done are being sprayed. Or have been sprayed. This is one way to get rid of your paint. Did you know my sheet was blue? I like to make glue balls anyway. Who doesn't? Okay, probably people who don't like glue balls, but okay, and most people like glue balls. And instead of wasting it, I could just clean my sheet with it. Or at least a part of it. Thus far, I also keep, I save my glue balls because I might need them in crafts. He's a little bit clean. By the way, I made a coin. See? Made a coin. Whoops. Oh, I already fixed it. This is, by the way, the wrong side. And I'm not sure how I'm going to use these rings. I mean, was a bit oops. Okay, so everything is drying pretty much. So let me check my list, and I have that on my phone, so you're not seeing me move. Uh, 3D prints. What do I have? Malin, Blastoise, Sissa, and Geozer done. Kairan done. Hanachan done. Ren, as soon as his eyes are dry. Whisper Shadowhunter, done. Irina plus Wings, they're drawing and then pastelling, but pretty much done, and Irina self is done. Shurai, done. Saffron, lines can be done. Spring, ready for pastelling. Graven, done. Caterpie, done. Then That's an IV, by the way, but oh, see, I missed a spot anyway. Then, as soon as the eyes are done. Kasumi, done. Yume, done. Mermaid accessories, done. At least it's drying. Mink, as soon as the eyes are done. Mermaid, eyes. Suta has a magnet. Pride flags, over there. Not going to paint them. Young, eyes can be done. Summer. We're going to start on summer. First thing we're going to do is do the extra lines. Still have a little bit of his hair to do. This is almost out. Where's my little paper? And of course I still need to do the sides, but the sides are not needed for the pictures. A couple of things I'm not satisfied with. Hair. There's a bit of white paint there. I think I need to start working again on my AnimeCon banner. Not that sure about cloth over here. Just going to give this a whole coat. Saffron is ready for pastelling. Go dry here. This is the You're Almost Dry pile. Young's eyes. It's okay if this is a bit too big. I'm still going to use the same color anyway. And I noticed his mouth needs a second coat. Okay. Skin tone is quite dark, but not too dark, because this is the hair. Let's start with the hair and then match the skin tone. Let's see. This is still hair. That's not hair, that's gold. That's arm. Gold. It's now blocking in the colors for now. Let this dry. Okay. I need a solid tone, so not a crunchy tone. I think I need to mix that. Because I have plenty of possible skin tones, but they're all crunchy. I already have designs and colors for the characters, so don't worry about that. I'm going to follow the designs I made before. I'm first going to do this brown, but I want it a bit darker. Now's the tricky part. Where do I find a good color thing? Do I have brown over here? Do want a hint of pink in here. Just to make it a bit reddisher. Which color is this? Is this a brown or a black? Oh, it's a nice dark brown. Okay, splash of water. There's a hint of green in this brown, so I may need to correct for that. You can go over here for now. Okay, there's some more dark color needed. And a little bit of extra water just to get it smooth. And then it's always the question, how dark is it going to dry? Come on, mix. I think it's going to dry quite dark. Might need to correct the tone later on if it's too light, but it's also a bit of a poop color. And I do apologize if people like this color. I'm not sure if I like this color, but we'll see. But let's see how it dries. Okay, You can go in my dry jar. Well, dry. Too dry. You can go in my space heater area. Let's see how quick you dry. Let's see. Is that color I need over here? Yes, it is. It's too thick. And considering how thick this is gonna need a week to dry. Is there space on my big tray? Apparently there is. Yeah, this actually is this too green. There's green in here, and I don't like that. I don't like green in my brown. So I need what I need to counter it. Yeah. If you want to counter a color, you need the opposite color. They say so. Here's me trying to figure that out. I need a miniature splatter screen or something like that because I'm getting all kinds of colors. Now the other colors are not seeing what I'm doing. I don't have much space in the jar left, so at least it's a warmer tone now. At least I like the color better now. It's less green. And it's slightly darker than this one. But we'll see how dark this dries. If needed, I can darken it with a little bit of black. Don't really like adding black for darkening. Just so dominant. But yeah. Okay, back to my list. Summer. Then we have Karon. Eyes can be done. Metapod done. Hale. How far is Hale with his eyes? Then we have Kyle. How far along is Kyle with his eyes? Yep. Can do a second coat. Umi done. AD, how far are your eyes? Far enough. And then Grasshopper, which is already done. Okay, so there's still side. Okay. We need a lighter for that. First, I'm going to do the side. Almost done for final lines and eye glints. Okay, you need a second coat. You need a second coat. Okay, the ring is almost done. Almost done for eye glints. See, heel, coin, cardi, shay. Shay, how far along is shay? Yep, eyes can be done. Will is done. Marine. Where's marine? Still think I did the wrong color for navy, so I'm going to do that. Autumn. Partly I need to look up autumn, partly I can do it. Okay, so first I'm going to give navy a new coat of hair because it just doesn't look good. Gonna mark it. This is navy's color with the dot on it. Where's the weird color? It's a very weird color, not mixed by me. Don't even like it. But it's paint and I need to finish it, so Seems I missed a spot. Which brown was it? Too dark. Don't forget this is it, but which color is it otherwise? This one. Okay, eyes for marine. I'm going to use the Galaxy black blue I made. Just needs to dry and then it's fine for glints. And then marine is almost done. Shay, I've gone for the darkest green. One moment, you're using a mullet. Another moment, and you haven't touched that color in a decade. I know that Autumn has brown hair. And considering I have a lot of this right now, it's gonna be this brown. You know, have it, let's use it. Let's see, this is part of her hair. Those are feathers. Feathers. This is not feather. And I know this color of the kimono, like, it's not a kimono, it's inspired by a kimono. Now that one is purple. Other colors I probably need to look up. So what I do know, I'm lobbing in. So that's the colors we know. So which other characters do we have here? We have Winter, Tenshi, Iri, and Courage. And looky! Oh, managed to not drop it in wet paint. Courage has brown hair. I believe those are the last ones of this year. Would need to check it, but you know. Cherry red it is. And Courage comes with a couple of demon wings, or bat wings, or dragon wings, or whatever you want to call it wings. I'm gonna give her black pants. Unfortunately, didn't paint coins. That's okay, that can be done next time. I mean, I did 3 streams today. Patting myself on my shoulder. Yeah, I'm gonna give her this color. And this is gonna need a week to dry because I'm putting it on so thick. But this dries very nicely, and then I usually need only one coat. That is earring, this is hair. I actually have too much. That doesn't happen often. Well, you can go over here. Oh, there you are. And the magnets are drying nicely. Now she should continue the commies, but I need to look up the references then. Don't know if commies for this year or next year. We're gonna find out eventually. Cool. That's eerie. Couple of base colors done. Is there still space over here? Yep. Tenshi. And you're going to be done next time. Just so I have a little bit more space over here. Tenshi is going to get the very space glittery black. And I think then I'm gonna call it quits. Despite the space heater being right on my feet, they're still cold. Oh, that's a bit too much in his face. Luckily I don't have skin tone yet, but you know, light over dark is a bit tricky. more to the edges. And I'm not sure about the colors of his clothes just yet, so I'm gonna call it quits for today. Did 3 streams. Which is quite well. Didn't finish the coins, but that will be next time, I think. Let's see, potentially you can dry over here. Let's grab my phone for the list. Shea Will Marine Autumn, Voice, Butterfree, Navy, Courage, Irit, Tsunami, done. Raven, Winter, Tenshi, Komi, Ring, and Coins. So Komi, this is what I still need to do for this year that is barely painted, aside the things you already saw. So I think I'm able to do a stream next Sunday. I'm not completely sure. And then hopefully finish a couple more. The magnets will be dry by then, so I can put them on my board. Have I ever mentioned I'm not smart? And my wet rags will go into the to dry pile, and then I can use them to soak up paint. So I think end March I'll be done with everything for this year, and then I can start next year. Need to do a couple of drawings for that anyway. And after that I'm going to do the big clean. So thank you for being here, for keeping me company, and I'll be seeing you. Bye bye.